Yeah, guys. All right, guys. We are back, guys. Shout out to the subs, guys. And you know what I say? Shout out to the subs, guys. I say it all the time, but guys, I'm not saying it just to say it. It's literally shout out to you guys because you guys are the ones who decide all the videos. Like I just all I do is whatever you guys put in the comments, you know? Like literally that's all this channel is. So I don't really wasn't a great while. The only thing I really do when I actually put something is like the vibe with me thing. But aside from that, like everything else is you guys. So guys, shout out to this, but also in particular, guys, hold up. 'Cause guys, I wrote it down. Guys, if I pronounce this wrong, my bad, but it looks like it's Henners. HENNERZ 93. Is it Henners? I'm gonna go with Henners. My bad if I'm saying it wrong, but big shout out to you, guys. I don't want to say your name wrong, but yeah, guys, it was a comment saying that about first of all about the Billie Eilish sample. I did not notice, and then when you wrote that, I went back and I listened to it. I'm like, oh yeah. I don't know. I just didn't catch it in the moment. Yeah, you're right. I totally didn't catch it. But anyway, guys. But in the comment, there was something about I'm just paraphrasing, but about something about like whatever, like even projects that got like mixed reviews or bad reviews, you always seem to like it. Like, do you just love everything? Like, what's up? Like, which I know you didn't mean it like in a like a you know what I mean, like a fucked up way, but I'm saying like that's what the comment was saying. And so I was just thinking, I was like, oh, you know, I'm gonna ramble about this because I've actually got a couple comments like this in the past about where it's like, oh, do you just love everything? It seems like you just like everything, like, and so yeah, so they kind of ramble just about that really quick, which is, I sort of do, yeah, to be honest, yeah, I kind of do just love everything. I don't love everything, but I kind of really do. Like, it's like. I don't know, almost like, all right, guys, like, you know how some people, like, I'm sure you guys know, it might be you, it might, and I'm not saying anything, neither, I'm not judging, but I'm just saying, like, you guys know how some people with food are very picky eaters, right? Some people, they only want to eat the same food over and over again, right? And you know, other people are, like, super open to food. But then, have you ever met somebody though who's just like they just love everything? Like no matter what kind of food you give them, they're just like, oh, I love this. That's basically how I am with music. I'm not like that with food. Like I'm open to all food. I'll try anything, but I don't necessarily love everything. But also again, keeping on with the food analogy though, is that like all right, for example, like let's say like all right, like let's say all right, I gotta go with it because and some of you guys might be like might kill me for this, but let's say ranch, right? Which like especially like for anybody for the Americans watching, right? I mean, everybody eats ranch, right? Guys, I don't like ranch, guys. I just don't like it. But I have tried it multiple times in multiple ways with multiple things because people seem to love it so much, right? So my point is to say like when it comes to the music too, it's for me like I said, for me, I'm one of those people who like kind of like those people who just love any type of food. That's kind of how I am with music. Like I really do love everything, every genre. Like basically like every genre that I could think of. Like there is some stuff I will say that like, and here's the other thing too is that like just because it's almost again, I'm gonna keep this whole thing going with the food analogy. There might be food that you take a bite of and you're like, oh, that tastes good, but you don't necessarily like go out and seek it and eat it all the time either though, you know what I mean? But you might try new food and be like, oh, that was actually really good, but you don't all of a sudden just go out and buy it all of a sudden or learn how to cook it or you know what I mean, or all of a sudden it doesn't enter into like your daily menu, but it doesn't mean that you didn't like it though, you know what I'm saying? So like my point is like with the music, like I am just kind of I really do just love everything for the most part that I ever hear. I really do. And even though I love everything, it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm always going back and replaying it like crazy. Even though I do with a lot of stuff though. But you know what I'm saying? So like but I really do basically love everything. I don't know. I think with music for me, I don't know. I mean first of all, I've just been obsessed with it since I was a kid, you know what I mean? Like guys, I mean you see all the instruments around me. There's a bunch that you don't see off camera. But like I've been playing music like since I was a little kid. So like I've been playing like every single day and listening every single day for the majority of my life. So like I'm really, really obsessed with music. You know what I mean? Like that's what I love about so much about you guys is that I know that you guys are equally obsessed with music because like, guys, let's be for real. Guys, who sits down and watches somebody listen to music? I said this in another video, guys, but who who does that? And I'm not hating because guys, you know who does that? I've done that. I do that too because I'm obsessed with it too. So I get it. I watched some reaction channels. As a matter of fact, I literally just watched one a little while ago. It got recommended to me and I watched it. I watched Lost in Vegas reacting to Body Count. There goes the neighborhood. Shout out to Lost in Vegas. You guys ever watch them? I'll rock with Rob Squad reactions too. I rock with them and Bridging the Gap. If you ever seen them, shout out to them. There's a lot of reaction channels out there, but like you have to be obsessed with it's like as a matter of fact too. Earlier I watched Watch, which guys it's a shout out Watch. It's a ruin your day. It's a battle rap reactions, but it's like if you're not into battle rap, you're not gonna watch people react to battle rap because you're not into battle rap, right? But I'm heavy into battle rap, so I'm gonna watch people. You know what I mean? It was Geechee and Omag watching Hollow versus Will, and but you know what I'm saying. But you're not gonna watch that if you're not into battle rap. So you're not gonna sit and watch somebody react to music unless you're super into music. Is my point. So my point is like I know you guys are obsessed with music in the same way I am. So like my point is to say that like yeah, that's why like I really do pretty basically like everything. I really basically do, but because like I'm just so obsessed with music, not particular genres or particular things or particular lyrical themes or particular sounds or no, I'm in love with music itself. Do you know what I mean? Like just music itself, and music itself has so many different ways of manifesting, and there's so many different ways that it can go and that you can take it, and I love to listen to every form of it. I really just do. I think it's like, you know, not to get really rambly about it because then I don't want to sound douchey, but I really do think like music is like, all right, if not the, I don't know, it's hard to say what's the greatest, like I don't want to say it's the greatest human achievement ever. That sounds kind of too crazy, but I'm gonna just say it, guys. Music's the greatest human achievement ever. I'm saying it, guys. I just declared it. It's official, guys. I get it. Space travel's cool. I get it. There's a lot of things humans have done. The internet, the fact that I'm able to do all this and all this communications and stuff, that's great. Guys. Music is still the best thing ever that humans have ever done and will ever do. I don't care. You're not going to convince me of anything that anything's better. So yeah, I'm kind of obsessed with it, guys. Like, so yeah, I basically do like everything. Like, I don't know. But like I was saying too, back to my thing earlier when I brought up ranch, and you're like, why did this fool bring up ranch randomly? Because I don't like ranch. All right, because with food, I'm not like like I said, I'm not the way I am with music. With food, I'm open to everything, but I don't necessarily like everything though. But it's similar to with music where it's like, all right, if there's something that I've never heard before, right, but I know that people are into it, right? It's like, well, there has to be something there. So when I go into it, I'm going into this stuff like not expecting, how do I say it? Like I'm open to hearing something that's going to be amazing. I'm open, like when I'm going into it, I'm not going into it with the mindset of like, all right, let me see, like this is going to be stupid. I have this preconceived notion based on what I've heard of this artist before, who I've never actually heard, but I heard of this thing from the media. So let me go in with this closed mind, and like I don't do that. You know what I mean? Like that's stupid. Like that that makes no. I don't know. To me, that makes no sense. Like I just go in like, oh, to me, I think I said this before in another video, but it's like Elvis had a record called 100 million fans, or no, 100 million. I forgot what the hell it was called. I'm totally blank. It was something like that. 100 million fans can't be wrong. And it's like, well, yeah, if you sell 100 million records or something, and you're the one who doesn't like it, guess what? You're the douche. You're the one who's wrong. The 100 million, it's not like you're like the supreme being, and the 100 million, they're just so stupid at all. The masses are so dumb. I'm the smart one. Get out of here. You're the douche who doesn't get it. 100 million people get it and you don't. You're the one who's wrong. Do you see what I'm saying? Bringing that back to ranch. That's why I've tried ranch so many damn times, because even though I don't like it, so many people love it that I'm like, all right, maybe there's something I'm missing. Maybe I have to eat it in a different way. Okay, fine, I'll try it on the Doritos. I don't like that. Gross. Fine, I'll try it with the wings. Fine, I'll try it with the salad. I don't like ranch. I've had it so many times. I don't like it. But You see what I'm saying though? I'm open to the idea of it though, because if so many people love it, there has to be something there. It can't be that they're wrong and I'm right. That's stupid. That's dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like there's something clearly there. So my point is with music, like that's a lot. That's why it might seem like my point is going back to the comment where it was like, because you were saying something about me loving stuff that wasn't like people didn't necessarily like. But I don't, because when I'm going into stuff though, I'm going into it like, well, people like this, so there has to be something there. So let me hear, let me go in. You know what I mean? Plus, also too, we haven't, like I said, I don't, with music to me, there's nothing really. I don't know. I don't love everything, to be honest. Like, if you guys do happen to be into battle rap at all, or if you do just want to hear me not be into stuff, watch some of the battle rap reactions, because I'm not. A lot of time when the bars don't hit, when there's like bad angles, I just go in on how I don't like it. Like, or if you want to hear me really ramble about not liking something, guys, watch my reaction to that Beatles. Just look up the Beatles. Look up like Inyo reacts to the Beatles, guys. Their new video for that new song is the worst video I've ever seen in my entire life, and I hated it so much. And I literally, I'm not exaggerating, I think I went on for 20 minutes in that video about how much I hated the video. Like it was so bad. So I don't love everything. I definitely don't love everything. But yeah, I definitely overall it seems like I love everything, because there's not, I don't do a lot of like shit talking on this channel and any of these videos really. We did a interview with Beyonce on Piers Morgan. If you want to hear me really get angry and just ramble about how Piers Morgan's a douche, watch that video. I definitely don't like everything, but when it comes to music, I really do love like I'm open to all stuff. Like I said, 'cause I just love music itself, so it doesn't really like matter to me what the genre is, what the lyrics are about, what the language is even, you know what I mean? Like whether I can even understand the lyrics or not. None of that stuff, I don't know. I don't know. Plus also too, like at the end of the day too, like so much of music is like, it's like, all right, when you boil it down, like if you guys, I mean, if any of you guys are like musicians, if you guys know like lead sheets, so basically like when you boil down when you get down like and make the composite like a song as basic as possible, and you just have chords and a melody, you know what I mean? Like maybe like written on a piece of paper, right? And it has the chords, and then the melody is written down underneath on the staff, right? Like in music notation, right? Like that is really at the end of the day what a song is. So however you decide to arrange a song, how many people out there have done, that's their whole thing is which I don't hate on it necessarily, but I'm not a big fan. Actually, that's something I'm not a fan of. If you guys want to know something that I'm not a fan of, and if we were to do it on this channel, you probably see me be annoyed. I'm not really a fan of groups or people who, you guys know who I'm talking about. There's a couple of them, and you guys know who. I'm not naming any names because I'm not trying to be a douche, but you guys know who. I'm not necessarily a fan of like, hey, we're gonna take a song that's from this genre, but we're gonna do it in this one. Whoa, you never saw that one coming. Like, all right, we get. But do you guys know what I'm talking about? You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Where it's like, hey, here's a song that was a hit for fucking 50 Cent in 2003, but we're gonna do it in a 1930s burlesque style. Whoa, isn't that crazy? No, it's annoying. Stop with that. I hate that shit. I fucking hate that shit. So I don't love everything. I definitely don't like that, because even though the arrangements could actually be really good, it's just the idea of it makes it douchey to me, where it's like, all right, we get, okay, like, all right, like, how about instead of doing that, how about just do some cool music in a 30s burlesque style, but your own cool original music? Why does it have to be you're taking, why, you know what I'm saying? Like, why do I have to be hearing a jitterbug version of fucking Candy Shop? Like, what is this? Like, what is this? And if some of you guys like that stuff, hey, shout out to you. But I hate it, guys. I hate it so much. So I definitely don't like everything. And I will tell you what else I hate too, which you guys might be like, really? But guys, to me, the two most annoying, I really do love almost everything I've ever heard. I love most music, guys. There's two songs that in this world that I really literally can't stand, and when they come on, guys, it annoys me so much, guys. It's like the only songs I've ever really not liked in my life. Like I said, with the other thing, what annoys me more is the idea and the presentation, because a lot of times the arrangements are good. You could do a great, and that's kind of what I was getting to earlier, is that a song at the end of the day to me is not tied to an arrangement. You can arrange a song any way you want. So when I listen to music, I'm not necessarily listening to something like an arrangement either. Even though the arrangement's there and I am paying attention to it, I'm also like I can take away the song itself from the arrangement. Meaning like I know a lot of times certain projects are not liked because of the sounds or whatever, but it's like, but you can still hear like, no, but it's still a good song though. The melody's still great though. There's still some cool like chord changes, or like it could still be, you know what I mean? Like, all right, it's fine. So you didn't like the arrangement, like, all right, so you didn't like the dumb sounds, like, all right, you thought it was too electronic. You know what I mean? When we heard Britney, the last one, which was so insane, guys. I mean, like, guys, if you haven't heard it, go check out that Britney Blackout. But guys, like that, like, you know what I'm saying, where it's like, but you could still kind of, but maybe, I don't know. I'm kind of rambling, guys, but my point is, my point is that I do love everything, and my other point, which I was trying to get to also, is that yeah, when it comes to like the compositions themselves, you know what I mean, and then but plus the arrangements, when they go together perfectly, then you get something even crazier, right? But you could always kind of take them off. I don't know. I just love everything, really, to be honest. But my real point is that there's really only in my entire life have I ever heard two songs that I really, not only do I not like them, I hate them so much. I hate these songs so much, guys. I can't even begin to tell you how much I hate these songs. I can't stand these songs, guys. And those two songs are Dude Looks Like a Lady from Aerosmith, guys. I hate that song. That's one of the worst piece of shit songs I ever heard in my whole, oh my god, it's so shut up. Oh, I hate that song. Guys, I hate that song. And then just when you think it wasn't bad enough, it goes to the verse. Shut up. Oh, I hate that song, guys. I can't stand that song. And Aerosmith has some of the most craziest songs of all time, guys. Dream On is one of the greatest songs ever. That's one of the greatest songs ever. And they have one of the top worst songs ever made ever. And I love everything. That's how that's how much I hate Dude Look Like a Lady. And I legit think Dream On is one of the most amazing songs. Guys, I gotta say all the time, guys, in the description is the link for my real channel. I have a video of me doing Dream on solo guitar, playing every single part like on the guitar, like all the melodies and the guitar parts and the chords and the piano part, all at the same. Guys, I love that song. Aerosmith is so fun, guys, I'm back. Like, Aerosmith has some of the most fire stuff you ever heard, and then all of a sudden they came out with like, shut up. Oh, I hate that song so much, guys. I can't stand that. And the other one that I hate, which right now it's the time of the year for that stupid piece of garbage. I hate that song so much. Is that stupid fucking Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. Get the hell out of my face with that song, guys. I can't stand that song. And I know people love that song. My dad loves that song. He loves that song. And every freaking year on Christmas, he always wants to put that song on, especially because he knows I hate that song. I can't stand that song. Song is one of the worst things I've ever heard. Guys, that song makes Baby Shark look like fucking Beethoven's ninth. Like, what are we doing, guys? Like, that's insane, guys. Like, guys, that made the Wiggles big. What was their one? Their Big Red Car. What was the big Wiggles hit? It made that song look like freaking Claire de Lune, like the entire suite, actually, because Claire de Lune was the third part of the suite. But guys, like, that song is one of the worst things I ever heard. I hate that song so much. Has the worst, most shut up. Oh, shut up. It's like, it makes me feel like, guys, if you guys are into old movies, if you guys remember the movie Airplane, when at the end, you remember when Striker he gets to the airport and he's walking through and all the Hare Krishnas are coming up to him and they're trying to get him. He just starts fucking knocking everybody out as he's walking through. That's how I feel every time I hear that song. I feel like I just want to. I hate that song so much. I wish I could have been there in the studio, guys. I wish I could have been there in the studio, just sabotaged this song. It never would have been recorded. I can't stand that song, guys. It's the worst. The worst. So, so yeah, guys. I don't love everything, but I basically love everything. Aside from those two songs, I really do love everything, though. Like I said, because like I said, with the other thing, it's more the idea and the presentation of being like, whoa, this one genre like this, isn't that crazy? No, I hate that. To me, it's douchey. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't want to say any particular. Like I said, I don't like to say stuff because I'm not trying to sound like I hate on anybody, especially because I know like how hard it is to be a musician anyway. So I'm not trying to hate on other musicians, but I'll just say this: there is a band in LA. Shout out to them. I'm not gonna say that, but there's a band in LA who combined a genre of music with another genre of music that you wouldn't typically expect, and they were very big. And my dad always loved them and always try to get me to go see them. I'm like, no, I don't care. No, it's douchey to me. No, I get it, but no, I don't like that stuff. That's one of the only things I really don't like. Oh, and there's something else that I really don't like also that I will say is I'm not a fan of like comedy music. I'm not a fan of like, isn't this funny? Waka waka. No, shut up. Ugh. No, it's cringe and no, they're never funny. They're never funny. Like, and if you guys know, I was doing a lot in the beginning, but I haven't kind of slowed up. I kind of got to go back to it. Like, but like, I'm a huge fan of stand up. I'm a huge fan of comedy. I love funny stuff. I guys, you know, I just love to laugh and joke. To me, everything. I love just life, just being, because life is fucking. You know what I mean? Like, you guys know what life is hard. And like, these other kinds of terrible stuff. We should laugh as much as possible. Just try to, right? I love comedy stuff, but comedy music, and I love music, but comedy music is the worst. It's never funny. It's always some waka waka thing. You always see it coming because you hear the rhyme beforehand in the setup. They're always setting it, so you always like, okay, oh, here's okay, it's this. Okay. It's always terrible. I hate wacky waka waka comedy songs, or even worse, wacky waka waka parody songs. Oh no, guys. And like, I get it, that people love Weird Al, and I'm not hating on Weird Al, you know what I'm saying? I did like some Weird Al. I thought some of his stuff was pretty good, I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, overall it's just like, all right, man. And I know if there's any Weird Al fans, I know you guys are gonna come at me, because if you guys don't know, Weird Al fans ride like, you've never seen anybody ride so hard like the Weird Al fans go. Like, and shout out to Weird Al. I'm not hating. Bad Hair Day. I did used to rock that back in the day. I'm not hating, guys. I mean, Fat is a classic. Even another one, Rides the Bus. Guys, I know. I got it. I get it, guys. They're all great. They're all great, guys. But I know, white and nerdy. I got it, guys. I get it. You don't have to tell me. Don't come at me in the comments. I get it. I've heard. I know. But I'm just saying, overall, it's just like, I don't know. It just does nothing for me. It really just does nothing for me at all. At all. The only time I could say that I've ever heard music and comedy go well together, to be honest, and like, and I don't even want to, because he. If you guys ever heard Stanhope, Doug Stanhope, he did an album, to me one of the greatest comedy stand-up things ever. Something to Take the Edge Off, and on that one, Henry Phillips is playing behind him. He's playing guitar, and that I do love. Henry Phillips has some stuff that's pretty funny though. I'm not gonna lie. So it's just overall, like I said, it's not that there aren't funny songs. There's certain things that do make you laugh. Of course. Like I said, Henry Phillips does have some funny stuff. Even back to like Cheech and Chong. Cheech and Chong had some funny songs. Like, there are some funny songs. I'm not gonna say there aren't funny songs. You know what I mean? Even if you want to go back, even like the Monster Mash, or like, you could go really way back to like, you know what I mean? I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts, or like, you could go way back to there. You know what I mean? Like wacky parody, like novelty songs. They weren't parody back then. They called them novelties. That wasn't a parody of anything, but like novelty songs, you know what I mean? Like, You know what I mean? Or like, you know what I mean? Alan Sherman, like, hello, mother, hello, father. Like, all right, we got, you know what I mean? Camp Granada. Like, we of course, of the history, I mean, Dr. Demento and all that. Fish heads, fish heads. I've heard them. Trust me, it's not, I'm not just brushing off something that I've never heard, but in general, I don't like comedy music to me. I get it, I get it. I get it. I get it. Yeah, I get it. Hanukkah. Here comes Hanukkah. We got it, Adam Sandler. We get it. All right. I'm an asshole. He's an asshole. We shut up, Dennis Leary. We got it, bro. We get it. We get it. I mean, shout out to Adam Sandler. Shout out to Dennis Leary. They're funny dudes. But like those songs to me, it's just like, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Again, sometimes they are funny once in a while. I don't know. I wish it was Christmas today. I mean, that was a classic, right? I do like that one. I don't care what your mama said. Christmas time is here. But also, what was more about that was not the song wasn't funny. The song was just a good song. What was funny was just and the performance of it. If you guys know what I'm talking about, the SNL famous. You guys know what I'm talking about, probably. As opposed to, speaking of SNL, as opposed to, it's my dick in a box. Get it, guys? Get it? Well, you didn't expect to say dick in a box. Isn't that crazy? Like, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. It just does nothing for me. It literally does absolutely nothing for me. I mean, like, unless it's something that's supposed to be dumb, like, you guys remember Half Baked? I want to talk to Samson, fly me to the moon like that bitch Alice Cramding, because it's hard being, what do you say, black and gifted. Sometimes I want to throw it all down and get lifted. Samson's got the, what do you say? I forgot that shit, but guys, you guys know Half Baked, especially if you guys fucking smoke weed, guys. You guys know Half Baked. It's the greatest stoner movie ever, literally ever. Maybe Taiwa Up in Smoke if you want to say that. You know what I mean? Lard ass. But like, but guys, you get my point though, right? Is like I don't necessarily love everything, but aside from those few things, I basically love everything else. But yeah, trying to be funny with music, absolutely, it's automatic like no go for me. It has to be really really funny for me to like again. There is still some stuff where it's like it's cool. You know what I mean? Makes me laugh. It makes me like some once in a while. You know what I mean? Mexican Americans don't like to get up early in the morning, but they have to, so they do it really slow. I mean, Cheech he kind of killed it with that one, right? Mexican Americans love education, so they go to night school and take Spanish and get a B. Like, Cheech didn't kill it with that. Like I said, Cheech Chong had some funny songs. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is some funny comedy songs. I'm not saying that there aren't, but I don't know, guys. I don't know. Overall, to me, they're kind of, I don't know. What's better is when a song is unintentionally funny. Do you guys remember, what was the Yankees song, guys? Do you guys remember that Yankees song? Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Guys, do you remember that song? How you doing? Hey, how you doing? Guys, please, if you never heard it, guys, please look up Yankees, How You Doing? Guys, the song You'll Lose Your Mind, guys. It's one of the craziest songs over here. But it's supposed to be funny, but it ends up being funny, but not because it's funny, but because it's so bad that you're like, how is this a thing? So then it ends up becoming funny in a different way. That I could rock with. That is hilarious. Like, go guys, go put on that song, How You Doing? How you doing? I just found this metric. How you doing? Guys, it's crazy. Go look up Yankees, How You Doing? That song, I swear, guys, you've never heard anything in your life like Yankees, How You Doing? So, like, something like that that's unintentionally funny, yeah, I can rock with it, but, like, they're coming to take me away. To the funny farm. No, shut up. Ugh. Hated that song. Ugh. You guys know what I'm talking about? That song from the 60s and all that. All right, we got it. Okay. Oh, crazy. Okay. Ugh. You know what I mean? I don't know. Just stuff where it's like, I'm not really into like, where it's just like waka waka. That's my main thing. If you guys like know me in real life, like in person, guys, I'll say that all the time. I'll point out anything that's waka waka and I hate it. Waka waka to me is like, guys, do you remember I say it all the time, but guys, do you remember the Muppet Show? I know it's an old as a reference, a 50-year-old reference, but do you guys remember? I mean, the Muppets are still around, but I'm saying specifically the Muppet Show. It's time to start the music. Da, da, ba, da, ba, da. I don't know the lyrics, but every time in the opening, Fozzie Bear would come out and he would say a dumb joke, some stupid pun, some horrendous joke. And he would always be like, waka waka. And that's what I'm talking about. It's some Fozzie Bear ass like, waka waka. Get it, guys? Isn't this crazy? Wow, isn't this crazy? O.J. Simpson, not a Jew. But guess who is? All Three Stooges. I heard the stuff, guys. I get it. Waka waka is not funny, especially. I mean, it was topical at the time. I get it. The trial was going on. I get it. But I'm saying, to me, it just doesn't hit. It just does not hit. I don't know. I'm also, to be honest, guys, I'm not a fan of musicals either. But sometimes, the songs from musicals are always, a lot of times they're great songs, but a musical itself, but then that's different. That's not music. Now we're talking about theater, which is something different. But it's sort of related. So it's halfway related because half of a musical is music, right? So, but there are a lot of super classic songs from musicals that I do love. But the musicals themselves, I'm not necessarily a fan of those. So my point is, like, I don't necessarily love everything is my point. So, like, if it seems like I, like, love everything all the time, like, I am with music, I really do, but in life and in general, no, not really. Like, not at all. Definitely not at all. Yeah, almost. I'll be honest. That comment almost kind of makes me want to start doing videos where I react to stuff that I don't like, so I can start talking more shit. Because if you guys ever got me, I'm actually a really big shit talker. I actually really do love talking shit. It's actually extremely fun. It's actually not like to be genuinely like angry or like hate him, but just like I said, like, to me, it's talking shit. Like, it's just fun. Like, it's just like, yeah, you're just talking shit. Like, it's not for real, but like, you're just talking shit, just hating. Like, I love that talking shit is so fun. You know what I mean? Like, you guys remember Chappelle's show when they did the player hater of the year? You remember that? You remember that when Silky Johnson wins and he says, I hate you. I don't even know you, and I hate your guts. I hope all the bad things in life happen to you and nobody else but you. Like, just to hate on some dumb hatred just for fun is definitely fun. So I definitely love to talk shit. So maybe we should try to do some more shit on here to talk shit. But when it comes to music, it's very hard for me. In general, I love basically everything. Yeah, but also, like I said too, just because I love everything, that doesn't necessarily mean that like I'm obsessed with it or that I go back and hear it over and over again. It's almost like I said with food. Like, you could have a bite of something, you're like, ooh, that was really good, but you don't go out of your way to learn how to make it. You don't eat it every day. You're not finding it on Uber Eats and like getting it to your house. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm just saying, like, but some of the stuff that we have done on this channel, I definitely have gone crazy for, though. You guys see, if you guys are high, if you guys have seen the progression of me going like from never hearing B to like at this point, let's be for real, guys. Like I think I'm like finally like baby high. Let's be for real, guys. Like, you know what I'm saying? You've seen me with like a lot of those artists that we're doing on here, so it's definitely like not like a fake thing, or not like a thing of like. Do you guys know what I'm trying to say? I hope I'm kind of, maybe I'm too faded right now, but you guys know what I'm trying to say? Like, basically, like, everything so far has just been a whole thing. It's just fun. It's just real. It's just all coming about naturally, basically, is what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? And so basically, we haven't done anything that I haven't liked on here. But eventually, I feel like that, and that's funny though about that comment. And there's been a couple comments that's saying that, like, you like everything, and it's funny because I've thought about that in the past. And I'm like, the day that we watch something that I don't like, I bet people are gonna get angry in the comments, and that already happened with the Beatles reaction. If you guys go and look in the comments, there were people who were fucking pissed at me, talking all this shit to me. So, when they were hitting me with like some crazy like old school to like 1960s like insults, where they're like, "You're disrespectful. You weren't raised right. You have no manners. You're just dropping F-bombs." And like old school, like, which I'm not hating, but I said those are like some old school insults. I'd be like, you were not raised right. You have no manners. Like what? Like, could you imagine like legit telling somebody that and expecting that to be like, whoa, you got me. You got me there. I am insulted now. I would take this as an insult. We must have a duel. Let us walk 10 paces. And at the count of 3, we'll turn around. You know what I mean? Like, what kind of insult is that? But I love it, though. I love it. I'm not hating, though. I love even that. Even that. Because that means that still that people are still watching. And that means that, hey, either way, whether you wrote a comment whether you felt like enough from the videos to like good energy to leave a comment because you loved it, or you felt so compelled and angered that you had to leave a comment about how you didn't like, at least we're still evoking emotion, right? And we're still putting the feeling and the passion out there. So hey, either way, yeah, I'm good with it, you know what I mean? But my point is, I have thought about that too, where it's like eventually when I don't like stuff, people are not gonna like it. Because when I don't like something, I just go in on it. And like I said, in that video, I ramble for 20 minutes about how much I hated that stupid video. It's one of the worst pieces of videos you guys will ever see, I swear. Guys, and after that too, guys, I swear, I saw like 4 different articles on different websites about how terrible that video was. Like, I'm not the only one who thought that video was terrible. And there's a couple people in the comments who were agreeing with me too. That video was horrendous. Guys, I'm not exaggerating when I say it was the worst video I've ever seen in my entire life. Guys, you've never seen anything so bad as this. I could literally go on for 20 minutes right now about how bad it was. It was so bad. Like so I definitely don't love everything, but but yeah, guys. So anyway, I said that I was gonna make this quick, and of course, I ramble too much. I talk too much. So, but you know me, guys. Ramble on. And now's the time is now. Sing my song. Yeah, like I wish I had never heard Zeppelin, so we could do like some Zeppelin on this channel. But instead of like me being like the biggest Zeppelin fan, so we can't do any on Zeppelin on this channel. But I mean, I've literally heard every single piece of recording that they've ever had, all the bootlegs, everything, every single thing. But what I love about this channel is that you guys are giving me so much amazing stuff to get into. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna shut up because, like I said, I'm just talking way too much at this point, guys. But yeah, so we'll be back with some more music that I'm sure I'll end up loving. But like I said, one thing too for sure, like you could tell though when like even though I really do love like everything for the most part, you could tell like when I get super hype, like I can't help it. Like when I get up and start fucking going crazy, if you see me fall to the floor, if I have to get up and turn off the lights and put on the other lights, if you see me kicking over the stool, if you see me throwing stuff, like that's when I'm really like going crazy for a song or an album or something. Like if you see me just vibing, I'm still liking it though, but I might not necessarily like, you know what I'm saying? But you can really see when I go super extra crazy for some stuff like that really just hits me, you know what I mean? Like, guys, literally since I heard Melodrama from Lord, I have not been able to stop listening to it. Guys, I heard it earlier today. I hear it almost every single day, and sometimes I hear it. When I do hear it, I'll hear it like twice a day. I hear it all the time. I can't stop listening to it. It's one of the greatest things I ever heard, ever. And it's because of you guys on this channel. But like, so like go watch me react. If you watch me react to Melodrama, that's not like just me just being like you see me going crazy because it's one of the craziest things I ever heard. Especially the more you hear it, it's guys, go do yourselves a favor if you haven't heard it, guys. Go listen to that album, guys. Melodrama from Lord is insane, guys. But yeah, so you know what I'm saying. So like I definitely, you could tell if I'm going like extra crazy or something versus just like I'm just digging it. You know what I mean? Also because I really do feel like, I know I said I'm gonna shut up and I'm still going. I don't care at this point. But guys, I really do feel too like and not to get too like, you know, like philosophical on it, but like, all right. It's like, all right, there's like the question, right? The philosophical question of like, okay, is there such a thing as a selfless act, right? Or is every single action that humans take inherently selfish? Is everything, even are the nice things that we do we do them for selfish reasons because we feel good about doing them? And Even when we put ourselves, I mean, even like a mother dying to protect her baby, but she wants to do that though. She doesn't want her baby to die. She'd rather jump in front of the bullet, random in some random scenario, let's say, right? Like, so like, is every act inherently selfish, right? Like, or is there possibly a selfless act? That's the right, like that whole philosophical thing, right? Okay, well, on that same type of like vibe, right? Okay, is it possible to make a bad song? Meaning, like, okay, every single person who's ever made a song, whether it's whatever, whoever you want to think of, the all-time, the great composers who we're still listening to hundreds of years later, the great, acts of 100 years ago, the giant stars of today, your little 5-year-old cousin who sings a silly song every time you pick them up for school, and they sing a song that this is the pick me up from school song, whatever, it doesn't matter. Any song ever made by humans ever, is it it's like, is it, I'm being for real, like, is it possible for it to be bad, in the sense that, like, when somebody is making something, can you purposely make something bad? Because if you're purposely making something that's trying to be bad, but how do you know if you purposely made something that's bad unless you like the thing that's bad? And then if you like the thing that's bad, then that means that it was good. So at the end of the day, all the music that's ever been made by the creators was still good, even if they were trying to make it bad on purpose. Do you guys see what I'm saying? I'm not trying to go too out there with this, but like, all right, Lou Reed, if you guys know Lou Reed, super famous musician, right? Legend from the Velvet Underground, and then super legendary solo career. He put out an album called Metal Machine Music, which is literally just a bunch of crazy noise, okay? Because he was under contract, and he had another album to fulfill for his contract. In order to get out of it, he's like, well, I'm not going to give you guys a real music. I'm just going to give you guys a bunch of noise. Okay, so, and that's a classic album that's considered one of the hardest albums to listen to, because if it's crazy if you actually just sit there. If I've done it, and I would suggest, if you guys really want to hear something crazy out there, just look up Metal Machine Music from Lou Reed. It's one of the craziest things you'll ever hear. But especially if you could just sit there and listen to the whole thing, especially with headphones, you're gonna be like, what the you're gonna turn it off in 2 seconds. You're not gonna want to hear it. Like, you're not gonna want to hear it. But guess what? He accomplished what he wanted to accomplish with it not sounding good. It was still what it was, which was good for what it was, though. Do you guys see what I'm saying? It's like, it's like, is it possible to purposely make something that's not good? How can you? And then let's say you go, okay, well, I'm going to go around it. I'm not going to pick the best bad one, because that's me liking it. So I'm going to pick the one I don't like, because then that way it won't be. But then you're still liking it in the entire. Do you guys see what I'm saying? So to me, it's almost like, to really bring it back. You know what I mean? Look how it come around, though. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Briz. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Lux. But like, at the end of the day, like, I feel like there's no such thing as bad music, aside from Dude Looks Like a Lady and Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer, aside from those 2 songs. And aside from some shitty comedy, Waka Waka. But that's because of the lyrics too, though. Because when it comes to comedy music, it's like if you didn't understand the lyrics, it might be just a good song with a good melody, though. I mean, if I... That's a good melody. It is a good melody. But the lyrics are too waka. Okay, all right, we get it. Gin and tonica, marijuana. We got it, Adam Sandler. We get it. But like, the melody is a good melody, though. So like, even the comedy songs, if you just take away the waka waka lyrics, the songs a lot of times are still good songs. Do you know what I mean? So my point is, like, I really don't think, aside from Dude Looks Like a Lady and Grandma Coming Over by a Reindeer, I don't think it's possible to write a bad song. Just aside from those 2, it's literally impossible to write anything bad. I don't think it's possible. So my point is, like, that's also, I think, has a lot to do with, and maybe it's because I look at music that way in the first place, but I think that's also why I don't, like, that's why I love everything, because it's like, well, everything's good. Like, you're never going to hear anything that wasn't good. Even if it's like, well, it's not great. Okay, yeah, well, not everything's great, sure. For sure. That's what differentiates good from great. That's why great is great. That's what greatness is. So for sure, not everything is great. Not everything's amazing. Not everything's the greatest thing you ever heard ever, but it could still be good. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, whatever, fast food might not be the best burger ever in the world, but it's like, yeah, it's still good. That's whatever. That's for what it is. It's good. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to be good. You don't have to be at 100 to still be great. You can still. There's nothing there's nothing wrong with being a solid 80 out of 100. You don't have to hit 100 out of 100. You could be a solid 82. What's wrong with 82? What's wrong with hitting 82? Why do we gotta hate on the people who hit 82? Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know. So, I don't know. That's just kind of how I am with music. Like I said, that's just with music though. Like I said, everything, all kinds of other stuff. You'll hear me hate and talk shit on all kinds of stuff. all the time. But because all we really ever do is music reactions on this channel, that's mostly what it is. If I start doing other reactions on here, like if we start doing food reactions, or if we start doing like, I don't know, just other, like I said, go watch some of the battle rap reactions. You'll hear me like, and I got negative comments for that too. I mean, I watched Verb versus Ward, and I did not like anything that Ward was doing, and I got some comments like, "Oh, you're hating on Ward." I was not hating Ward. Glock 40 on your bitch ass is not a bar. It's not a bar, bro. That's not a bar. That was weak as hell. I was not impressed. No. But anyway, guys, so I'm all over the place, but I'm not impressed, twat. Who said that? Was that Av versus Geechee? What did he say? I'm not impressed, twat. What the fuck? Alright, guys. Shout out to everybody. I'm all over the place, guys. Shout out to everybody, especially anybody who actually sat through this whole thing. And guys, obviously we're gonna be back with a bunch more reactions, but like I said, I kind of just wanted to address that just because there's been a couple comments about that, and also just because I don't want you guys to be thinking like, oh, is this fool faking it, or is he just pretending to love everything? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Do I pretend? I can't be fake. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just can't. Like, I don't even know how to do it. You know what I mean? Like, no, absolutely, guys. You guys see how I am. You guys see how I am with everything? No, absolutely not. I just happen to just love most types of music. So literally everything except for, like I said, those two horrendous songs. You will never make me ever like those songs, guys. Ever. Shut up. Ugh. Guys, they really went from Sweet Emotion to that? Like, how? They recovered after, I'm not gonna lie, when they came back with, like, Crying, and when they came back with, like, obviously, what was the song from Armageddon? That song was crazy. Like, they had, like, they came back with some stuff, but, like, it got kind of dark, guys. I'm not gonna lie, it got kind of dark. It got kind of dark there for a little bit for Aerosmith, guys. That was a rough period, guys. Oh my god. All of a sudden, ZZ Top's talking about She Got Legs. What happened? What happened to you guys? It got a little dark in there that time period. Even though I don't mind the song Legs, but it was Sharp Dressed Man, where it's like Sharp Dressed Man was cool, but like, guys, you ever heard like early ZZ Top? Or even like live, like, guys, go to put on that ZZ Top, that live one. I think it's called Fandango. That one, guys, so fire. They got that mellow down easy. That gotta mellow down. Guys, go put on that one. Rest in peace, Dusty Hill. Go. I just read his bass just sold for like 400 G's or something crazy like that. Rest in peace, Dusty Hill. Guys, but go put on that ZZ Top. I want to say it's called Fandango. But anyway, guys, I'm all over the place. I'm just saying. I it's not that I don't like Aerosmith. I actually really do like Aerosmith, but it's like, what happened? What happened? Toys in the Attic, and all of a sudden, shut up. And for any of you guys who like that song, it is what it is, guys. You can unsub to my channel, thumbs down my video, guys. I don't care. I hate that song, guys. I hate that song. And then Grandma Got Run by Ray. I mean, out of all the songs, guys, out of all the Christmas, like, because a lot of the Christmas songs too are like, some of them is like, they're only like all right, this is okay, this is all right, it's cool, it's fine. You know what I mean? But then like that one, it's like, how do people? I don't know, guys. Have you guys not heard? Oh, come all you faithful. Now that's a Christmas song, all right? I want to talk about a Christmas song. Oh, come all you faithful is a Christmas. Not to mention, guys, the greatest Christmas song of all time, Oh Holy Night. Like, Oh Holy, nothing even comes close to Oh Holy Night. Let's be for real. You know what I mean? But like there's so many like guys rocking around the Christmas tree is still forever. You know what I mean, guys? Santa Baby will still forever be like Jingle Bell Rock, guys, with Hank Garland on the guitar on the intro. Like, you guys, if you don't know the great Hank Garland, guys, go look him up. One of the all-time great guitar players. And he was super fire. He was one of the great country guitar players, and all of a sudden he got into jazz, and then he became one of the great jazz guitar players. Like, and then he got into an accident and he couldn't play anymore, but it sucks. But yeah, the great Hank Garland right there when you hear that in the beginning of Jingle Bell Rock. Guys, that's what I'm saying. There's too many Christmas songs, and you're gonna come at me with Grandma Got Run Over by a Rain. Get out of my face with that, guys. Silver Bells. It's Silver Bells, really. And then you're gonna come at me with Grandma Got Run Over. Piece of shit song with that song. I hate that song, guys. Are you serious, guys? How could I just don't understand? There's so many great Christmas songs. How could anybody even ever think to even put that one on? Like, there's just so many. There's just such like a overboard. Like, we have so many Christmas songs at this point. You know what I mean? Like, guys, I would literally rather hear White Christmas for the 100 million, billionth time than ever hear even a second of that fucking song. I hate that song, guys. Is it clear how much I hate that song, guys? I can't say. Guys, Oh Holy Night. And then you're gonna. That's really the two like best like opposite ends of the spectrum, guys. Oh Holy Night. Like, are you serious? When it gets to that section, oh my, Grandma gave me my rain. Shut up. Ugh, shut up. Give me fucking Jose Feliciano doing Feliz Navidad. Give me that. Feliz Navidad. I get it. I'm Mexican. Maybe it's biased. All right, fine. But still. But still, though. Still, fine. Give me Jackson 5, I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus. Give me anything. Give me literally anything over that. Jeez. Serious. Baby Shark. I'll take Baby Shark all day. I would take a week straight of Baby Shark over 30 seconds of that other piece. No way. If all of a sudden fucking some like that psychopath Mr. Beast came up to me and he's like, hey, I'll give you $10 million if you gotta listen to Baby Shark for 10 years straight, or you have to hear 5 seconds of Grandma Got Run. Yeah, Baby Shark. No problem. 10 years of Baby Shark. Easy. No problem. Out of your mind. Oh my God. Jeez, guys. All right. Shout out to everybody. Baby Shark. And like, but to see, that's what that gets caught in your head, where it's like, that's one of those songs too, where like especially if you guys play music or if you guys write music at all, where it's like, that's one of those songs where it's like, oh man, I feel like I gotta write a hit kid song, because that fool made so much money off that song. The guy who wrote Baby Shark is literally a fucking multimillionaire off that fucking song, guys. It's insane. He made so much money from that fucking song. It's literally insane how much that song has been played and all the licensing stuff that he made from it, and like the merch and everything. Guys, Baby Shark like is crazy. Big shout out. I don't even know his name, but big shout out to whoever came up with Baby Shark, because that right there is like a cultural force right there. You know what I mean? Grandma giving virus. Shut up. Ugh. Really? Silver bells. You're not gonna take Silver Bells? Silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Come on, guys. What are we doing, guys? All right, guys. Shout out to everybody. I'm done. I'll even take it. It's not even really a Christmas song. It's only because it's a Christmas special. I'll even take "You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch." You know what I'm saying? Like, give me something like that. Come, really. Grandma, shut up. Fuck you and your grandma. I'm glad she got run over. Fuck her. Santa had better shit to do. Fuck your dead grandma. Who cares? Glad she got run over by a reindeer. I wish the whole freaking Donner and Blitzen would have run over her too. Guys, we'll be back. Guys, we'll be back. Shout out to everybody, guys. Go check out my real channel with my music. It's in the description. And guys, go follow me on IG or Twitter or TikTok at Inyo Kutse, INYOKUTSE. And guys, we'll be back.